Yo, what up, Chi? Dan Cardwell. Yeah, what up? Different channel. Different channel. I'll click on multi-stream so we can see everybody. Go share this in all the spots, as it does not let me, and I am new to this game. Here's this. Bam, bam. I have my last day at my current locals before I leave for uni. Oh no! I'm sure that your university is gonna have so many cool things to do and whatnot. I already found a locals want to move. Hell yeah, that's easy. It's easy, simple even. The most easy. Tam struggling to say anything good about college. No, it's more of just like, I'm sure you'll find a locals there, but then I was like, you play universes, so maybe not. That's the crux of it, right? Your universe is players, so maybe not. Cohen, hello. What up? How are you? I'm good, man. I'm good. We are live over on the new YouTube channel. You guys did it. We got me to 50 subs. Make sure you go look at this. Is it? If I do this, what's it say? What's it say? Let's go way back here, huh? Yo, what's up? Is this Trentonum? Hit me with a sub. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, buddy. I'll get that updated. YouTube. Oh. I should actually find him over on Twitch. I don't think it's... Hey, there it is. Okay. And then you guys hit me with the beautiful sub. I appreciate that. So what's up, everybody? Hello, hello. What up? How's it going? Good, I hope. Good, well, and swell. We can only hope. Yeah. We're just here hanging out. Yeah, we can pin this bad boy. Alright, so the plan is tonight, me and Agroblaze, which I don't know if he wants me to call him that or call him by his real name. His real name. I'm just gonna sit here and play some games on Talishar, enjoy our night. He got 3 different decks to come and bring and play some stuff. I got 3 different decks to come and bring and play some stuff. It's gonna be a good fun time. I spent the afternoon after me and Rebby went for a walk, which was really nice. Spent the afternoon polishing up Gravy and Prism, making it where I want it. And then obviously I'm leaving Dory where she is. She's fine. She's fine as is. Tam went outside. Yeah, crazy. Not due to my own volition, but certainly because my girlfriend made me. Ew, yuck. Let me get rid of all of these extra things. See if I can get me running a little smooth. There's that. Been working on my Victor Mill deck. It's been pretty fun. First and foremost, yuck. Disgusting. Second, hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. Hell yeah. How cool. I need to make a Victor deck. Like, see what's going on. Know what I mean? Like, I don't know what he's gonna play. I just need more Jarl cards. I priced out earlier today. Part of my whatevering is, so I've got the. Am I a mod? You are. I got the. Oh, you might not be a mod. I'm unsure. You might be a mod. Heck yeah, I am. Okay, dope. I got the Gravy Armory deck. I got the Dash Armory deck. We technically have a Bolton Armory deck, but we're not really doing anything with that guy. And then an Azalea Armory deck, who's obviously they've LL'd. And so I priced out like what a full priced Prism deck would look like. Oh, and we also got the Prism Living Legend Armory deck. And so like we can take those cards and put them in a constructed Prism. It's like $80 to finish the Prism deck to be like exactly what we want it to be outside of the 3 Fableds. So I think that's probably just like the next thing for us to do. Because I picked up Footsteps in Kansas City. And so it's I think that's the next thing. And so we'll have like a full powered Prism and then Dash, and then I need to check and see how tough it'll be to get Syndra done for Rebby, which I think we've got a lot of it, but there's still some, I think, some main cards that I think are going to be a little expensive, but we'll have to see. Yeah, Rebby is. We're desperately trying to figure out if we can make worlds happen because I really want to go and even if it's just like farm side events, um, just like go hang out at the end of November. Because I'm pretty sure it's the end of November. Let me go double check. I can go. I can go see You've already asked when's worlds. Mid-November. We're scrolling. It is happening November 13th through the 16th in Philadelphia. I'm pretty sure, Colby, I dropped a link in the Fab spot inside the final round chat. So if you want to just go look and just like see what exists there. My plan is just to stream, use the body cam and stream the whole time. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yo, Marvin, thank you so much, buddy. Hey, how have you been? I feel like I haven't heard from you in a minute, man. You took a bit of a hiatus from Universes. You plan on going to Atlanta? What's up? What's up with that? You finally off Earth Pony and onto the good symbol? Onto the one that's good? Onto the one that could maybe beat Godzilla? I did. World sort of broke me a bit, but I'm back. Speak to that, King. How was it? How was it? How did it break you? What happened there? Pony doesn't have the good symbol. Don't be silly. I mean, most cards don't have the good symbol nowadays. Most cards don't have the good symbol. Tee-hee. Just feel like I put a ton of effort into the game last year, got top 8, and then didn't really get much to show for it. Was mostly on me and my expectations, to be honest. Dude, I mean, if you're looking for accolades in a game for doing well, you're in the wrong one. It's just not Universes' deal. That is you got to pick a different game for sure. If you're in it for the love of the game, Universes is where it's at. Zach, thank you for the 40 months. Insane. Insane. And Marvin, yours as well. 40 months. Crazy long time, man. I appreciate that. That's so kind. So kind. Yeah, most definitely. Now I'm here for the love of the game. I feel it. I mean, it's why we streamed. Me and Bear streamed this past weekend to however many views, right? I think we did like an okay job of like keeping up with the mainstream. But I don't think so. My plan is there's a soft plan that this weekend I'm going to, and I still have to lock in a co-caster. Oh, even if I get one. Of grabbing and streaming the next one. This weekend, but I'm certainly not going to wake up at OCE times to stream the Universes Regional. There's no shot. So it'll be closer to like a 10, 11 a.m. start where it normally would be, and then we can fast forward through stuff like normal. But I gotta do my best and see if I can get the graphics and whatever up. Because if I don't get the graphics and everything from Paul, then I'm not gonna bother with any of it. What up, Misplay? Martin Cox over on YouTube. Hello, I'm here for the collab. Welcome, Martin. Pleasure to see you, buddy. Cannot wait. It's gonna be dope. Cannot wait to get my teeth kicked in. The last regional looked hella fun. So many Godzillas. Dope watching that region pop off. Yeah. I enjoyed myself. I'm drinking like 24-hour-old Dr. Pepper out of my movie cup. Me and Rebby went to see K-Pop Demon Hunters in theaters. Holy shit, what a great movie that is. What an incredible movie. So good. If you guys have not watched it on Netflix yet, you absolutely should. Make a day of it, truthfully. Say I wanted to look at Flesh and Blood. Tam, what character should I look at first? Honestly, a great spot is just to like go snag an armory deck. It's a bit of an investment, but you do get a lot of bang for your buck. The cards are worth it, truthfully, and it's a good starting point. Is that a me character though, Rebby? I don't know how you want to play it, right? Actually, what I would do is I could probably do this because the game is larger. All right, so I have not
started playing.
What? I have not watched this video at all, but there you go. Enjoy. Ira is a good armory deck to grab, dude. I don't have any in my local store, and I'm bummed about it. There's that for you. Obviously, the video is like 4 months old. This video is just linking, hey, what Flesh and Blood character should I play? It's literally that simple. It's literally that simple. I'll check it out. Hell yeah. But there's a lot of different cool ideas happening in Fab of like different things that you can do. Like I know that you're like a waifu lover, and this game has a ton of great femme fatale characters. K-Pop Demon Hunters was a million times better in theaters, and it was so good at home. Dude, I agree. Don't label me like that. How many times have you brought Mikasa or Nejire or Toga to stream? Don't at some point, like, that's okay. Just look in the mirror, man. That's okay. Just look in the mirror. I like what the characters do, Tam. Yep. No, you're right. You're totally right. You like what the characters do. That makes sense. Big Nejire 2 fan over here. Misplay. I'm so excited for Super Slam. I'm not. I'm excited for 31 cards out of Super Slam. Now I'm sure I'll play some of them on I'm sure I'll play some of them on Talishar, but I don't know. Maybe, I mean, I guess Pallades. I don't know. I just don't know what Pallades confidence cards do or whatever. I'm a Guardian girly at heart, and Brute is like mini Guardian. That's fair. Tam hates Guardians and Brutes. Not my favorite classes. I enjoy. You ready? I enjoy. Does Flesh and Blood have waifus? Yeah. Yeah, very much so. I enjoy. I'm gonna close out my editing. I do not want to save. I enjoy like a good classy Bravo game, but it feels like Guardians nowadays are doing too much. And holy shit, I'm so tired of Blood Rush Bellows turns from Brutes. So crazy the amount of swinging. Like it, like I guess it's like fair because they're the RNG class, but man, that RNG is real good, real good. Blood Rush Bellows, pretty rad. As long as Adult Blaze is in the expansion slot, I'll be excited for Super Slam. Yeah, I think next set, like just looking at the Kasai reaction, and as a Warrior fan, I'm gonna figure out how to make Kasai in paper. And I've already got like the equipment. The only piece of equipment that I'm missing off of Kasai is just the dynamos, which are gonna get more expensive when she comes out. That sucks, but like, what do you do? Yeah. Pleiades is awesome. She gets unlockable turn skips. What? I guess I've missed this. I don't know how she's doing that. I don't think we get Adult Blaze until Kano leaves CC. Why? You think it would be crazy for 2 wizards to be killing people on turn 2? I liked what the super old Chain Blitz deck was doing when I tried to get into the game a few years back. Go play Syndra. Syndra's the answer. Syndra's the answer. She has a card that gives her another turn. Oh, I just haven't even seen it. Cards? Can I just search every card? If I do this, Archerman foiling class set. Holy shit, there's 100 sets. And our confidence tokens make it so they can't block with certain attacks. Interesting. It's called Super Slam. Let's just search all these cards, huh? Up on a pedestal. She's Draconic Ninja. Oh, I'm in. Wow, that's so funny. Holy, that's funny. Whew. Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. Huh. Interesting. Are we gonna start playing Fast with me if I start looking at it? You should. Yeah, you should. Draconic Ninja cards look so good in Rainbow Foil. Agreed. I think they're dope. You'll never look back at universes. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but the events are much nicer than universes events. Is there an event in Houston? The OP system is anyway? Yeah. Rebby, what's the event in Houston? I thought US Games was running OP for Riftbound, but seeing the China regional play out makes me think that must not be the case. Well, here's the deal. I think UVS is doing the ones for North America, and another company is doing the ones for Asia. So the question is UVS going to keep up with the precedent that has been set by the Chinese Riftbound events? And so I don't know if they're running just Americas or if they're running any European ones as well. Truthfully, I don't know. I sure hope ours look like theirs did. I hope they don't. I hope they don't, because it means UVS. So either I hope that they do, and then we get a little bit of love for our other game. But yeah, just give me a little love. Give me a little love. Oh, we have a call started.
Very often, but I do like to do stuff like this. It's a lot of fun to be able to get to just kind of hang out and play games with other streamers as we have the opportunity to.
What up?
Hey, what's up, Tam? How are you, brother?
I'm well. I'm swell. Hey, would you rather be called Agrablaze or Zach?
Either one. It doesn't matter, man. I will not be offended no matter what you call me, dog.
Perfect. Zach it is. Zach it is.
All right,
Anonymity on the internet is dumb. No offense.
Facts, dude. I get it. I completely get that, dude. Completely get that. All right, so I was...
Hit me.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to knock on Twitch. I've never done this before.
Ooh, I've never done this either.
Let's do it. I'm going to knock and we're going to see what happens. Because I think what it'll do is kind of combine some stuff. What does this mean? Because it will like put us in the same... I never allow. I don't want to do this. What is this? Is this just talking to each other? I thought it would put our little icons together. I think
so did I.
Isn't what I want it to do.
Let's see. It says... Hang on, I wonder... Yeah, so now it tells me that you're live with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so now as long as it's there, like when I hover over your name in the like live section of like people I'm following, it has like your viewers and it says live with, and then it has me with my viewers below it.
Oh,
so
okay.
I think we've got it working the way we want to. I've never actually done that before, so yeah. I'm intrigued to see how this goes tonight.
Dope. Do you want to hold on? There's a shared chat feature. Start sharing chat. I'm in. Sick. All right.
Can chat with each other now. Yo, that's super cool.
Yeah.
I'm curious to know what that looks like. Huh.
Anyway, okay, so
It's
you
kind
had
of
a
neat.
plan. I'm so sorry. I interrupted you
Oh,
with
no.
Twitch
Dude,
shenanigans.
you are good, brother. So what I was saying is I was walking through my viewers, like, like what we're gonna be doing tonight. That we've each brought different decks and we're gonna play them against each other. And we're just hanging out, having a good time, kind of walking through plays. I know that you had mentioned the 3 decks you brought. I am playing Gravy Bones, Puffin,
Ooh.
and Valda tonight. Are the 3 decks that I have brought to play against tonight.
I love
And
it.
if I remember correctly, you're on Prism, Gravy Bones, and Dorinthia, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
The only decks that I'm even remotely competent with.
Okay. Oh, let's go. I see chat being shared icon. Void Control. Did that come from my chat or from your chat?
Who knows? Oh, that's Void Control UVS is definitely me. That's sick.
Yeah,
that's sick.
No,
we got them in both.
Yeah, it's even got, like, in my chat on Twitch, it even shows that it was sent from your channel.
That's it.
That is really cool. I like that a whole bunch. That's really neat. I like this a whole bunch. This is kind of cool. I'll have to keep this in mind if I ever do this with other people.
Okay, easy enough, easy peasy. So, you're the expert here. I'm following your lead. How you want to figure out who we're playing or whatever. So, I'm not going to an event. I don't have one planned. You do. So you tell me, how can I be the most helpful to you playing games wise?
Oh, brother, I appreciate that. It means a lot, but dude, I'm good, man. I'm playing games. I'm here to hang out tonight. I've got all kinds of testing coming up for ProQuest season. So tonight we're just playing decks and hanging out.
Love it.
I will tell you, Puffin's probably going to be the deck I'm going to be playing at ProQuest season. I've been playing this deck over the last couple weeks, and this deck's insane.
Hell yeah.
I am 100% sold on this deck. It's super cool. So keep that in mind when I lose with it tonight. It'll be even funnier.
Of course, yes. That's how it works. Well, I'm going to start with Dorinthia because that's the deck that I enjoy playing the most. It's the one that I feel the most confident with. So I think starting off on a strong foot makes sense.
I think I'm going to start a poll here really quick.
Makes sense.
Hey, Pixie Bob Jack, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate that. I'm actually going to run a poll and let my viewers decide what hero I'm going to play my orders in, just so it's completely random and there's not anybody's trying to snipe anybody. I think it would be funny. What hero do we play first? Valda, Gravy. We need to add an option of Puffin. Sorry, I'm going to do this on both platforms so that everybody gets a chance to vote on what I'm playing.
So, how was KC? Just your whole experience. I know you probably already talked to all of them, but
oh yeah, no, you're good, man. I had a great time. I love going to callings. I love going to big events. It's so much fun to just get to see people and to hang out and to just get to be with the community is honestly my favorite part of the game. So I had a phenomenal time. I'm a little disappointed with how I played over the course of the weekend.
Sure.
So I wish I'd have played a little bit better, but other than that, man, I had a great time. How about you? I know you were streaming the event that weekend.
Yeah, it was really fun. Again, it was less than 4 days that we decided to pack up and go to the event, and so not a ton of practice or prep time, but just I know what Dorinthia's got going on. It's just the only deck that I have in paper.
Okay,
but it really lit a fire under me of so I haven't been playing Universes competitively all year. I've been really focused on the back end production side, and I'm a competitive player at heart, and I really felt the fire and drive of competition, and I really missed it. It just really put a flame in me to the point of I messaged my girlfriend and I was like, okay, here's what we need to make Prism work, here's what we need to make Gravy work, let's figure out, and I think our goal is to try and go to Worlds, just to go play some side events or whatever.
Hey, let's go. That's awesome.
Event. Yeah, we're gonna try.
That's awesome, man. Philly's gonna be a lot of fun. I don't know how close you are to Philly, if you're close or not.
I'm in Iowa, So it's probably like it's not terrible. I'm sure.
So is that a flight for you?
I'm looking.
I mean, I ask like the drive to Philly. I think is about 9 hours for me, and I'm definitely flying.
Oh, it's only 16 hours.
Oh, so we're probably flying. So we're probably flying.
Yeah, it does look like a flight idea. Yeah. But that's where it's at. Android, love you too. That's
All right, let's see. So, oh, we're all over the place here. Let's end the poll and see where we're at. So looks like Gravy Bones won on YouTube, and on Twitch, Valda won. Now, Valda was very close. Valda was very close on YouTube as well. So I think I'm going to play Valda first.
Vault is great. I love that. And to answer Pixie Pod,
And-
yes, I was the guy with the camera on my chest, with live on Twitch. That was me.
All right, so we'll need a private game. Let's see, I'll get you. There is the game link for you, sir, in our chat on Discord.
Lovely. Ding ding ding.
I guess we want to go second against you.
Okay. Can't believe you've done this. Put some music back on. And then... Okay. Valda. I've played this character a couple times, but only as Prism. So I'm excited to see what Dory is allowed to do.
It's a pretty interesting matchup from what I remember. Just because like I have to do a fair amount of blocking throughout our game. And there's a few cards that block better than others, but have to do a fair amount of blocking. Hopefully Seismic Surges line up.
For the big, huge schmoves. So for this, my audience, 100% does not. Most of them don't understand how Fab works. So any like overly explaining or Yu-Gi-Oh explaining that you want to do, please don't hesitate to be like, all right, here's what's going on.
No,
because
absolutely, I am
super
happy
brand
to
new.
do that. I am super happy to do that. Honestly, because it's a massive win for me as well as you. To be able to just like kind of talk about what we're going through and what's happening here. It's very good, especially like if you know the people in your chat are new to the game. So
I dig it. All right, man. You ready to rock it?
let's do it, dude. I'm
Let's
super
do it.
ready.
All right, here it comes.
So, yo, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. Sorry, but I try to deafen when I'm when I'm like talking to chat or something, just so
Yeah.
you don't have to listen to me run my trap the whole time.
Run it. It's good.
Okay,
Run
okay.
it. You're good,
All right.
man.
So,
I want to thank your
let's
subs
see.
too. Hey, everybody, go drop a prime.
All right, so with Tam just passing, it means that Tam's either valuing the cards in his deck, noticing that he did board up to 65 here. So Tam's planning to play a little bit in the longer game if it comes down to it. And we have a couple of options with our hand. We could throw 10 for no real effect here. We could set up a Surface Shaking and then still heave this and have 6 Seismic Surges going in the next turn, basically making this free, which would be really, really cool, giving
Six
us
is a
the
lot.
ability to be able to block with the rest of our hand. We also have the ability to play the Surface Shaking, and then we could hold the defense reaction in our hand here so that we can save this and be able to block for free. Solid Ground lining up against Dory pretty well, probably giving us a good hand here. I'm not 100% sure what we want to do. I think the Solid Ground play looks to be pretty good. You know what? Stacking a Solid Ground might not be bad. Let's stack a Solid Ground and set up for second cycle in case it comes to it.
Stack of solid ground is you're putting in your discard pile. That's the lingo.
Mhm. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah.
You're
So
good. You're good. Okay.
pitch stacking it to set it up for second cycle.
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense.
I don't know. The D react's so good. I just feel like we have to do this and then hope for something a little bit better here. So putting the heave attack to the bottom of the deck is fine because we're going to arsenal our defense reaction because it's free, and we're immediately rewarded by drawing into a better card here.
Yeah, I think from here, I'm supposed to precision press to get the guaranteed go again and the piercing, because armor is not my friend, into Steel Blade.
Oh.
+2 on hit, draw a card, into Dawn Blade, spinning on my energy. 3 piercing, on hit, go again. I'm looking for cool stuff.
So
2 in hand, none floating.
Steelblade Supremacy is terrifying. This is one of the scariest cards that you can have access to.
Yeah, it's
and
sick.
Since this has natural go again, if there are 2 0-cost pumps in your hand, we get punished in a very, very bad way by having to give up quick dodge flexors. I guess if it's 2-0 for 3s, we're blocking. You'd still come over for 1. So the safest play that we could make here is we can actually pass and say no blocks here. And then we can give up the solid ground from Arsenal. Because a lot of Tam stuff has what's called reprise, which means that he wants us to block with cards from our hand. So if there are 2 cards with reprise effects on them, we get rewarded by having the solid ground in Arsenal, giving us the ability to set this up for next turn.
Yeah, makes sense to me. But I will just Twinning Blade around it, I think.
Uh-oh, that's pretty good.
I wanted a little more from you. I wanted something else, but that is okay.
I understand.
Yeah. So I guess it's just another 5 on top, 1 floating, no go again currently. But if it does hit, I do get to redraw a card, which is basically a ponder token.
So because we have 4 seismic surges, our shield blocks for 4. So we could give 2 pieces of armor here, but I don't like giving up 2 pieces of armor. I think we're supposed to block like this, and we can cover 6 pretty effectively. We also have the ability to just block 5 like this. We want to be able to save our Gauntlets of Iron Will, because Gauntlets of Iron Will is going to give us the ability to play around one of Tam's attack reactions later. And getting one of the Twinning Blades out of the way now is kind of beneficial for us. Since Tam has no cards in hand, we can very safely block 5, and then just go into our turn with a pretty good power play here.
I take it. It all makes sense to me. Yeah, I just want to draw a card, man.
I mean, so it's really funny. I'd never played the UVS. Is that what it was called?
Yeah, Universes.
Yeah, so I'd never played that game, but, I feel like drawing cards is universally good across every card game.
Yeah, it is good. Holy cow. 10 Dominate.
This one's really good.
Hits...
If it deals 4 or more damage to you, you discard your hand and draw that many cards. And so the value of you discarding cards and then drawing cards is every time you would draw a card during an action phase, I create a Seismic Surge token.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay. I think our goal then is... So I want to block with you so that I can use them freely without losing the -1. And then I think it's Bracers. And then we'll pass politely.
Okay, so the way that Tam is blocking tells me that he drew into a defense reaction here. At least it's coming from hand and not from Arsenal.
That'd be crazy.
So Tam chooses not to sink below, which means one of 2 things here. He either really likes his hand, or he doesn't want to give us an extra Seismic Surge for next turn. It's kind of a 2-for-1 deal here.
Yeah, I think I just want to take cards from you.
Okay. Glistening Stillblade. There's a couple scary turns back to back here.
We only play the good ones here.
Let's see. This is +1.
So it is
It
3
gets
go again, inherently. And if it hits at all, I just get a +1 counter on my blade.
That's right. It's the counters that buff it up here.
And those are the same counters that Dawnblade produces itself, and so they'll stack.
So I think we can block 3 here, and then since we have protection in our arsenal, we can kind of like force the action to Tam. If he's willing to pass here, I think I'm pretty okay with that.
Yeah, I think passing is fine. I got a card out of your hand, which is what I cared about. I just need to set up an arsenal so I can have something relevant. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
You didn't mean to do what?
Oh.
Do we need to undo
No,
the beginning of the turn?
We're good. I thought it
I
was
was
trying
like,
to play the card in my hand, and I did not want that to happen.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So since Tam kept a card, we're going to play Tectonic Instability. This is going to clear his arsenal and my arsenal, and it's going to give me 3 Seismic Surges.
Dude, that's so annoying.
It does give you an extra card, so it's not for nothing.
What a gift. I put that there for a reason. And then the Spinal Crush?
Yeah, unfortunately no Dominate here, but pretty good turn to start with.
But my hand is so cool. Okay, so if I want to do anything this next turn, I'm not allowed to let this crush me, which is 2 cards, right?
Yep, you need to block 6.
Oh. Well, that's annoying. So I guess it is 3/6. Oh, that sucks.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that we're fine here. But you lost your arsenal to make this play happen with no draw? But your next turn is pretty set up because of the Seismics. So, I guess...
the Seismic Surge is set up pretty well for me next turn.
Yeah. I think I'm supposed to do this... Getting rid of this? And then just do the most naked Dawnblade of all time. This hand sucks. This hand sucks, but we're going to wait. We're waiting. We're holding our breath.
So... this is an interesting turn because with Tam having 2 cards in hand, it's not necessarily just free for me to say no blocks here. There's a lot of very, very good things that he could do at reaction speed. I think a lot of the scariest things that he can do involve me blocking, and I have a hand set up pretty well that plays around blocks pretty effectively. So we could give the shield here. We could block... we could block with Testo and a Valhai just to get value out of it, but we have 3 Seismic Eruptions left in our deck, so it feels like that's probably incorrect, especially since we haven't taken any life to this point. We're in a situation where we can probably just hang on to some cards. Now, the weird part about my hand is I'm trying to decide, should be Greed Monster here? Like, do I want to play the Terra Sunder and then throw Headbutt for 7 Dominate? Oof. Now, 7 Dominate, if he arsenals a defense reaction, is still only going to be 2 cards, and Tam has the ability to play offense with 3 cards from his hand, which is not great for us. We also have the ability to throw a Cranial Crush with Dominate, which could be relevant because drawing cards is on some of the cards from Warrior here. So I don't know. It's a little bit of back and forth. I think regardless, we're going to say no blocks here, and we're going to force Tam to punish us here.
Nah, that's okay.
All right. So that's ultimately a win for us, I think.
Go again. I will make the Vigor.
Yep.
Look, I can make my own Seismic Surge tokens. We'll arsenal this bad boy and then let it go.
So, do we want to play Terra Sunder and try to get the value of this? Now, if Tam does not have a defense reaction in Arsenal, this is going to line up very well for us. Because 7 Dominate, on hit, he discards 2 cards, and he can only block with his headpiece. Which means if he has a defense reaction in hand and the Crown of Providence, he's still 1 short of being able to block this. So it really just kind of depends on what line we want to take. I think since we already have the Dominate, we're probably just supposed to throw the Cranial Crush here because it is 8 Dominate with a relevant hit effect. But since we're live, let's go for the content play.
Yeah. All right. Deals 4 more to a hero, put a -1 on a head if it has 0. So this is just...
So this basically has no text against you, except it can't be defended by non-head equipment. So the only equipment you can block with is your Crown of Providence.
Yeah.
And then I also played a Terra Sunder beforehand. So if this deals any damage to you, you're gonna discard 2 cards from your hand.
2 cards. I see.
Yo, Major Danger, thank you so much for the Prime sub. 8 months of Prime support, dude. I really appreciate that. Means a lot. Thank you.
So I think there's no reason not to block. So I think I have to block with the Crown, like you're forcing it out of me. Like, this is fine. And so I block with the Crown, and then I block with the card in hand. No, I don't block with the card in hand. And just grab an extra one and then just play with the 3-card hand. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I'll just take the 5. It's chill. We'll get it on the back end.
Okay.
So I do want to sync this. And then are the cards random or do I have to pick? They discard 2 cards. All right. So
it's your pick. It's your pick.
All right. Fair enough.
So because Tam was willing to block with his Crown of Providence there, we do set up a Seismic Surge for next turn, which just kind of happens to be like incidental value for us.
So I got to get rid of 1 and 2 cards, which is a bit of a bummer. That's all right.
Yep.
Certainly
And then
getting
I'll
out
pass
control
it back
here,
over to you.
which is tough. All right, we'll go Unsheathed into Dawnblade, which is for free because of the Vigor token. So just 6, currently with no go again.
So our hand is a hand of all time. And it's not bad, but it's weird. We have to decide how we want to play this turn before we get to blocks because of our Seismic Eruption. We have a couple of different lines here that we could take. We have the ability to play Seismic Eruption, and then we could block with Testament of Valhalla, blocking 3, and then forcing Tam to give it go again. We're probably not going to give him a card from hand here. But even then, we're probably not super interested in playing this beforehand if that's the play. We can always play it afterwards and block the second Dawnblade. And then we have 2 very powerful cards that cost 5. So having 4 Seismic Surges is going to line up very well for the blue card and the card in our arsenal here. So we have a couple of options, and I think we're just going to say no blocks since we're up 8 and we have a very, very good aggressive hand here.
Yeah, I love that. I think I'm also gonna do that, but I think it's time for to use the bolters to put on pressure. So I just have to get back into the game.
No, that makes a lot of sense. This seems like a pretty good use of bolters. I mean, you blocked with it, so like you're getting all the value out of it.
Yeah, we will make the vigor so that blocking feels a little easier next turn. No reason to get the go again. And then I think that I'm here to just swing the Dawnblade. If you give me the 3rd one, then I'm chill. If you give me the counter, then I'm chill. If not, the 1 will just go to another vigor, and I get the arsenal of this last card. All seems decent.
So Tam did not break the combat chain to activate Brave Force Bracers, which tells me that he likes his arsenal card. It's something that he wants to sit on here, and it also tells me that he wants to activate Grains of Blood Spill. Or the other option is that he has a 1-for-3/1-for-4. I think the out for blood is a 1-for-4 if I block with a card from hand.
It's Alpha Blood is 1-for-4 on the next one, so it's 3 on this one, 1 to the next one.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think in the interest of forcing Tam to have it, we're going to play Seismic Eruption before blocks to go up to 4 Seismic Surges, and then we're going to block with Testament of Valhalla. This way, we're forcing him to play the attack reaction if he wants to get the counter.
Yeah, I do. I absolutely want to get the.
Blowout.
Yeah. Not crazy though, because you didn't block with the card from your hand. I mean, this would be.
I was like,
on
I guess
top,
it's not
right?
from hand.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, the Sinking Stillblade, I guess, just being +1 is kind of a small win for us here.
Yeah. Yeah, it matters, but like I broke the boots to try and get the +1 counter, so like I just like needed that to go through.
So because of our 4 surges, we get to throw Spinal Crush for 9 Dominate, and we get to have 2 floating. Which, if you played against enough Guardian, you know what 2 floating means.
Man, this is a crazy idea. But I think 6 makes sense, and just hope you don't pummel me.
I do have the pummel.
Yeah, that sucks. That's okay. We'll get over it. Yeah, nothing to say about it. So the pummel is going to get rid of this. Pommel's gonna get rid of this.
Okay, so the pummel helping us out here a little bit. Getting that second Steel Blade Supremacy is a pretty big hit for us. Feel pretty good about that one.
I think the biggest thing that you're doing is you're not blocking with your equipment, which is huge in the late game. Like, you're doing a really good job of not blocking with the equipment.
It does come up a lot later on in the game, especially with like my gauntlets to be able to like save it for later, or flexors in a pretty big bailout situation. It just kind of depends all the times. Hey, Randy Jersey, what's up, guys? How are you guys? So if we block with the red disable and the blue cranial crush, and then tech plating, I'm playing around a +3 here. The only thing that we're not playing around is the 1 cost attack reaction that goes over the top if I blocked with an equipment piece. That would be the last block on our tech plating, which is kind of scary, but it also gives us the ability to set up 2 surges and then throw 9 and threaten a relevant crush effect for next turn. So I think this is an okay block. We're playing around most things here and giving Tam an option to do something.
You're chill with it. I got equipment, and I guess that's what I care about. I bet if I put this in here, it'll be okay. Alright.
So Tam makes a decision not to do anything here. Probably just not able to come over the top. We're going to activate tech plating and pitch Grandeur. So we're going to make 2 seismic surges, one from Grandeur of Valhalla, and then one from tech plating. And then it's going to be disable for 9, which still requires 2 cards.
My arsenal, no. Yeah, okay, dope. The question is, do I care about the arsenal that much? The answer is I'm not allowed to care, which does stink on my end. And so now the question is how do I fuel my turn to just get more cards to try and get the tempo back? Because it feels like your 2-card hands have just been consistently better than my 2-card hands as the 8 health total difference and all of my equipment being gone.
The seismic surge just gives me the ability to play 2 2-card hands very, very cleanly and have powerful cards.
So I think the idea just has to be, if I just block none, what does that mean? It means that your dominate turns just like end the game so much faster. Because there's a world where I block none, use card 1 to pay, and then sling the rest of my hand. I think it's a Hail Mary, but I think I might just have to do it. Right? Man. I feel like I'm just not quite lining up with the pumps that I want.
It can definitely be clunky at times, because this is like one of the matchups where like it really forces you to maximize your resources every turn.
Yeah, my deck is not suited well to fight Guardian even a little bit. And so it's like trying to figure out like what hands I'm good at navigating through and which ones aren't.
Sure.
I'm going to do this and just see what happens. And if not, we'll go to the next game, you know? Why not? We'll just see what happens.
All right, so it's pretty terrifying that it's honestly pretty terrifying that Tam was willing to just give me a 17-point life lead there. So we really have to be careful with what we're willing to take and what we're not this turn. It's like,
I think it's supposed to be here, and I will pitch this guy, and then we will swing. It's for 6. It has go again. You gotta give me cards.
so this is the second glistening steel blade that we've seen. We've only seen one copy of Singing Stillblade, which means since there's one floating, it could very possibly be that. If we block with 2 blues from hand and Gauntlets of Iron Will, we're blocking 8, but we're effectively blocking 9. That is the easiest block to find here, and then we can just swing the hammer, set up this card in our arsenal, and go on with our lives. There also might be a world where if we block like this and there is a Singing Stillblade, we're forced to give up flexors to stop the turn, which I think is going to be okay. Twinning Blade would be a little obnoxious here, but I think blocking like this is fine. I think I'm comfortable giving up the first value on Gauntlets here this early, or this later in the game here. Ooh.
So my thought process is I wanted to take your whole hand. I knew this wasn't going to get through. I wanted you to give me 2 cards, and then I rip a third, so that you can't both attack me and set up the arsenal. You'll have to choose to try and
it makes a lot
let
of
me
sense.
have a 4-card hand going into my turn for freaking once in this game.
Oh, that's funny. I think that giving up the Terrace Under and then just arsenaling this is going to be fine. It always feels a little bad to give up the Gauntlets for no reason, but it was a very good mental turn by Tam to be able to get resources out of me. Yep, we're just gonna pass an arsenal.
Right. Spoils, pitching, glint, sling Dawnblade 5, go again. If it hits, I pick up a couple pennies.
Pick up a couple pennies. I like that. That's funny.
And so now, I mean, my goal here is just to, like, force you to spin cards out of your hand. But, like, you've got such a crazy life lead that, like, you might even just, like, be able to take the full onslaught of a whole ass turn, and then, like, nothing happens.
Well, I'm currently debating if I'm able to try and take a bunch of damage to try and crack back here, because I'd like to get aggressive on my turn, but unfortunately, that's not always how the hands play out.
It's fair. I got 3 threatening, a Dawnblade counter, and 2 more pennies.
I think we'll just block 3, and we'll just go. I think I'm pretty comfortable. Like if Tam gets a counter here, we're just willing to let it go, and then we're just willing to throw 10 here. Yep.
Huzzah!
So the puncture brings it over the top by 3. More pennies.
More pennies. I'm so rich. How much money you got over there, huh? Nothing.
Should have brought Victor. I knew it.
We'll put this one back, and then we'll see what's up. 10?
All right.
And you let me have a new hand? What if my hand sucks? What if my hand's bad?
If you want to go to 3, brother, I think I'm okay with that.
What matters here? I have 1 vigor. It could be bing, bang, boom. If it hits... Okay, it's got a crush. It's got a crush.
Yeah, so if you block 7, you're safe.
Down to give up grains. It feels like it's not doing a ton in the matchup anyways. Is it worth a card in my hand? None floating, so no more pummel shenanigans. So maybe it is just here, there, or I just like let me go to 3 and make a real game out of it. I don't think going to 3 is the right idea. I've got the +1 counter. How do I do? I gotta find 2 11 damage swings to make you care about not hitting me for 3. So I think going to 3 is just the wrong call. So I think it's just supposed to be this. And I think I have to give up the grains, which sucks.
Okay.
So I will pass on the rest of it. That stinks.
All right, so we're able to push through 3 damage, get the rest of Tam's armor, and we leave him with 2 cards, which feels pretty good from where we're at.
We arsenaled that card before, right? That's been sitting there for 2 turns.
Yeah, I arsenaled that turn before last.
Which means that it's not a defense reaction, or else you wouldn't have let me have my counter. And so I will just do this and swing for 4. Currently no go again.
So looking at this hand, we drew into one of our 4 blocks, which is pretty nice. We have a couple of options here of how we can play this one out. I think we're probably just supposed to block 4 and reveal the headbutt. And then we honestly might try to go for an instability promising terrain play on the next turn. It depends on what Tam's last 2 cards are. We could be playing a little bit too loose here on this turn cycle with only blocking 4 instead of 7, but we'll see what happens.
I think I've got to give you the 3 on top just to keep my counter. It does make me very bummed that I lost my chess piece, though. Because I'm just sitting here just like letting 2 float.
No, that makes sense. Now our turn is looking a lot more gloom because we were hoping that Tam was going to have an arsenal here so that we could get away with the tectonic instability line. And honestly, I don't really want to just clear out my arsenal. I like my arsenal card quite a bit, so we're probably going to try to hang on to it. We do have a headpiece and Tam does not. Oh, hey, if it isn't the love of my life, the best wife in the world with 39 months of Prime support. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. Oh. All right, so this is going to cost 3 this turn cycle. So we're going to pitch this, and then we're going to come in for 7, since I have a headpiece and you do not. And the crush effect is not really relevant here.
I think we're supposed to just let this block happen and then take the 4. Maybe taking the 4 is acceptable. It better not be another pummel.
It might be another pummel.
Oh no, I needed all 3 of these dang cards. Rough.
Hey, Semper, what's up, buddy? How are you, brother?
I made this block and then saw the floating. I clicked the button. I was like, no.
Yeah, the two floating is pretty innocuous.
Okie dokie. I guess it is get rid of this, which sucks.
Oh man, love to see that out of here.
That stinks. Let's go Warriors Valor. Get rid of any trick. Now imagine if I had just 2 over the top on this turn, right?
I know, right?
It'd be so sick. Imagine. It is still asking for some cards.
So we're gonna give up 2 cards here.
There it is.
To just go ahead and clear the counters. And then the best part is that we're able to just throw 7 back and set up a new surge. Our hand looking pretty clean here with the Crush the Weak. No relevant text box, just this being 7 damage when Tam's at 2 is pretty good.
Yeah, 7 is good. I'll give you the good ones. Go to 1? Yeah, I think you're just gonna clean it. I'll take, I mean, just literally 1 more dominate move. Like you just like take a whole ass turn and then be chill. Bam.
So this being for 6 with no go again means that we're pretty safe to just block here and reveal this. and then make the inefficient play of pitching our Shelter from the Storm to just try and close the game out here. Now, there's not going to be Dominate, and there's not going to be a Crush effect, but I do really like the ability to just be able to throw 10, because it's going to force, at minimum, 3 cards from Tam. It might force 4 if he does not have a defense reaction in hand, but we did see a Sink Below earlier, and it's turn 12, so I think he's due for another defense reaction at this point.
Nah.
Oh,
Why would we? Why would
Just
we
kidding.
have it?
Wow, that's intense.
Yeah, that's alright. I think that this game was like decided on those like pummels. It felt so. I'm already so hand starved, and like I want to race. He's like ripping that and the Terra Sunders. It's like I just can't deal with my hand being ripped. I would much rather like lose the life than lose the cards.
Oh, for sure, absolutely. The Terra Sunder is really good. It's a great card.
You have 3. This is Dominate.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
so
over.
since we drew, since we drew the Seismic Eruption, we're able to dominate this and just close the game out.
Oof.
If it'll ever let me, Talishar will stop lagging.
Yeah, it's got the Dominate. I'll just pass. GG's, man. That was great.
Dude,
That's good.
Yeah, good game, brother, for sure.
I got the Guardian player under 20. It's not a blowout. That's what I'll say. my deck is not made to fight this guy. This
This
class.
is also
It's
like
tough.
a matchup where like I'm able to play a lot of defense reactions and like cards that block for 4. So there's just a lot of value I can get out of my hands in general.
Oh, my average damage spent per turn is 5.5.
I mean, I dominated 2 Spinal Crushes, so like, and I think I pummeled one of them.
I haven't seen like that number be lower than 9 in the entire history of like me playing this deck. 5.58 is pathetic. Wow, my deck was being a weenie. Holy cow. That was dope. That was super fun. Yeah.
All right, so on our notes there, kind of talking about that first game that we played, I did go second against Story. We did win, and I was able to keep Dominate going off of Surges, and our pummels lined up well. And then on turn 0, I was able to set up 3 Surges and a D-React, which is possibly, I guess it was turn 1, it wasn't turn 0 since I went second. Possibly one of the best setup lines we could have possibly have found that early on in the game. All right, let's see. Let's start another poll here. Oh, that's not what I wanted. What hero do we play next? Now, from here, we're looking at Gravy and we're looking at Puffin. These are the only 2 options left since we have our 3 heroes here. And if there's some time for some extra games after it's all said and done with, I was like, we might talk Tam into playing a couple more games. I'm not sure if he's got time or what he's got going on tonight, but
I'm here until you kick me off. I'm down to jam. I'm down to jam.
Oh, my man. I love it. So I'm going to let those run for a minute so that everybody else can vote on those. Hey, let's go. Rose with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Rose. Love seeing you have fun sharing this amazing game. Have fun with Mr. Bones, and I'll be around if you're puzzled. Rose, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It means a whole bunch. Thank you. All right, so I am
locked in
letting
what
the
I'm playing.
people vote, Sam. I was
I
like,
know
what are
what I
you
got.
playing?
I'm playing Prism.
Okay.
I got a thing for blondes in this game. I don't know what it is.
Oh, that's so funny, dude. I love it. I love that.
Tell me your history in card games. Where'd you
Okay,
start?
yeah.
Where'd you come from? My chatters don't know you. Don't know you at all.
Okay,
I talked
yeah,
about
sure.
you. Hit me with the history.
So I actually come from card games when I got into college. Growing up, my whole family was like very athletic. Like I played like football, baseball, basketball, like ran track like my whole life. Like we were
Oh,
all
yeah.
just sports athletes. That's what we all did. And then when I got to college, I got introduced to Magic the Gathering by one of my buddies. And I was like, dude, this is a blast. And he was like, yeah, I've been playing it my whole life. And so I fell in love playing Magic. Me and some of my friends got some of those like learn to play decks from our local game store. and we spent the weekend at my mom's house yelling at each other while we were in college, having a good time. And I played Magic. I played Magic for 7 years, competitively for 5 years. I mean, I'm talking
Nice.
like tournaments. Like I grinded almost every weekend. Like Star City Games. I don't know if you ever played Magic or know who they are.
Yeah.
But I was like, but they had a big tournament series called the Star City Games Open series
Okay.
for many years, and I played in that for a lot of time. We used to travel around, which is funny looking back on it. I have no idea how I afforded to travel as a broke college kid, but you know, we did it. We had a blast, and I got into Flesh and Blood in 2022. I don't. Have you ever played Magic?
I know how to play Magic. I've worked at a card store before. I have 2 commander decks that are barely
Okay.
more than precons. So like I understand it. I couldn't. If you told me a proper noun of like the name of a card, no shot that I'll know it. Right?
Oh, that's okay.
Um,
You've played enough card games that like you understand like how like comp tournaments work and like you know like the structuring and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I went to an open tournament. Me and Carly, my wife, went to Dallas, and I played Magic. I was playing this aggro deck. I started out 5-0, and I finished 5-3 on day one to miss the cup for day two. And I was
Oh.
super bummed. I hated the whole thing. I was like, man, like 5-0 into 5-3 feels so bad. And I was kind of at the end of my rope with Magic at that point in time because all of my friends had stopped playing, like moved away, you know, just all kinds of different things. And I played in a Flesh and Blood event on that Sunday just for fun with a deck I had in my backpack, and I've never looked back. I started making content like a few weeks later
Hell yeah.
for Flesh and Blood, and I absolutely love it, dude. What?
What-
Tell me about you, man. Tell me about
Th-
you.
This was 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Let me do a little looking. Hold on. Give me just 1 second because
Yeah,
I know
no, go
for
ahead, man.
our nationals one year. I don't remember if it was 22 or 23. I think it was 23. Our nationals was at a Star Cities game an event. I think it was in Texas or something. It was 23. Okay. I was nervous that I went to my nationals for Universes was the time that you got in, and that would have been very cool. Of like, you seen the couple that like they were both in the same picture at Disney World at the same time as like kids. Like,
Yeah.
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 I am a martial arts by trade. That was my first career that I had.
Okay.
And then casually was playing card games. My first competitive card game was Yu-Gi-Oh! Played during middle school, during high school we played, and then I had a friend be like, "Do you want to go to the local card shop to play the game like for prizes?" And I went, "You can do that?" And so we went there, highly competitive spirit, just like it's all I want to do is like just compete and like grind and get better. Crack the puzzle and whatever. But
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh! When I first started, obviously with set 1, sitting as a 8-year-old on the floor watching the show, kicking my feet back and throwing
Yeah,
Blue Eyes
dude.
White Dragons on the table is not
Remember
what the
those
Yu-Gi-Oh!
days.
Is now, right? It is a puzzle game that takes a lot of agency out of the colloquialism that I use is it's a lot of playing at somebody, not playing with somebody.
Okay, that makes sense.
And so I found Universes, which is, for everybody at home, the elevator pitch is a more complex version of Flesh and Blood. You have the combat chain. Instead of pitching cards from your hand to get resources, you mill cards off the top of your deck. And then you have permanents, like in Magic, that you can tap to make that resource get larger. And every land has card text that is relevant. And
Okay.
unlike creature-based games where I have a thing that sits on the board and it stays there, it really is Combat Link of it is based off of like fighting games like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Soul Calibur, and then we've got a bunch of anime properties like My Hero Academia, Cowboy Bebop, Yu Yu Hakusho. Godzilla is in the set. The most recent set that dropped is TMNT. And so you take all of these different universes, pun intended, and you slam
love it.
them into this one game system, and you can mix and match cards. So like for the first attack you play on your Combat Link, it's Godzilla stomping through the city. On the next one, it's Donatello from the TMNT hitting you with his bow staff. And deck building is really cool, and blocking is from the hand. And so like I found Universes, and I was like, whoa, there's so much interaction with this.
Yeah.
COVID hits, and Universes as a whole shuts down like fully, and
Oh
the
man.
company was not like big enough when COVID started to ease back up to
Sure.
go back in full force as fast as I needed it to, and so I found Flesh and Blood, which is a
Okay.
universes-esque of like the play patterns and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the key operating systems that you need for Universes are just different from Fab, but there's a lot of this Venn diagram that they share. Draw 4 cards at the end of your turn, as opposed to in Universes you draw 6 at the beginning, and so it's really
Okay.
like you always have a turn to do a thing, but you are weaker on defense but stronger on offense. Whereas Flesh and Blood, it's backwards. You're stronger on defense, weaker on offense because of
Right.
blocking and whatnot. So like there's, if you squint, they're the same, but when you like actually dive into both,
Sure.
it's significantly different, which is cool. It definitely flexes different muscles. And so then I played it. Universes kicks back up. Flesh and Blood was the only game, like of all the card games, that I stayed watching events and stayed up on like the meta, because I would just watch the coverage, and then I would just watch things over and over and over again. So like I knew what was like exciting and cool or whatever. I popped out of Flesh and Blood. I never played a tournament with Everfest cards. That's when I popped out.
Okay.
And then I got back in 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago, or whatever. Yeah.
So it's funny you said you popped out during Everfest. That was when I started playing.
Yeah.
Everfest had been out 3 weeks when I learned what Flesh and Blood was. So it's kind of a different timeline there, but it's cool though. I was like, it's cool that, like, even though like, this or that, like that we end up in the same place, playing the same game, trying to enjoy the same things.
Yeah, it's sick, right? Like as a, I mean, you know this as a oh yeah, we could totally do this while we're playing the card game. As we
Yeah, no, I just sent you a link whenever you're ready, man. There's no rush.
As you're a sports guy, I'm a martial arts guy. That's a sport.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's really easy to like have this like competitive drive and not risk breaking your nose, which is what I really like about card games. There's a winner, there's a loser, and it feels like I'm not gonna get messed up, you know?
Sure. No, that makes a lot of sense.
Do we roll to figure out who goes first before we figure out our sideboards? That's so interesting.
Yeah, so the way that it technically works is when you sit down, you roll, you decide who's going first or second, and then after that, everybody sideboards.
Interesting. And you show your character before the roll, yes?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
So
show character,
yeah.
roll, sideboard. Love it. Love it.
Yep. Absolutely.
I'm gonna try this card. I don't know how good it is against you. Actually, it's probably not that great.
The mirror. No wonder it's wrong.
And then these ones are cool.
Okay, so looking at our sideboard plan, we are on Balance of Justice. In this matchup, this is a very good card to like help us try and flip the game for when Tam inevitably gets set up with one of the Air Edition, the Angels, the Figment. I can never remember what it's called. Wargly, thank you so much for the sub on YouTube. I appreciate that a whole bunch. Guys, if you are here for the first time, if you're new to the channel, we got 3 questions we ask everybody. And Tam, these go out to you as well. I want to hear your answers.
Okay.
The questions are, what's your name? What got you into Flesh and Blood? And what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Now, I know the first 2 have kind of already been answered, but I'd love to hear more, man.
Dude. So I live in Iowa. Have you ever been to the restaurant Portillo's?
Yeah. So I had a family that lived outside of Chicago, and the first time we ever went, they took me to a Portillo's. I had never had a cake shake until we went there. It was
so good.
Very entertaining, dude.
Yeah, I love a fully loaded Chicago dog. I want just mess it up, man. I want the peppers, I want the pickles, I want the tomato slices. Like I'm actually salivating sitting here talking about it. You said hot dog, and I like zoom back into like I just want a Portillo's dog so bad. Yeah, I just like want to. I'm not a ketchup guy. I don't put ketchup on anything. No fries, no nothing.
Okay.
So like I like good mustard, and I like less sauce, more substance. Of just like give me the things that matter in crunch, onions and pickles, and like give me that rather than just like making it a little more wet, you know?
Dude, I'm here for that, man. I love it. So
yeah.
I'm very intrigued by this because I very recently did a deck tech with his name is Emmanuel. I call him Emma. He's a buddy of mine. He came in 33rd playing the exact list I'm playing against you at Calling Kansas City. And he says this is a slam dunk. I'm quoting him on that one. So when you roll me, I cannot wait to laugh about this with him.
Well, I just opened maybe the worst hand I could possibly open. I don't even know what to do. Like, I have to do something.
Makes me feel a little bit better, I won't lie.
I will play this Lost in Thought, and I will pitch a second Lost in Thought and peek at your hand, I guess.
Yo, that is wild.
Okay.
Well, you do have your pick.
Okay, here's a 6 here. There's a set. What the fuck is Golden Sky? I'm gonna read all your cards, dude.
Bro,
When it
so
defends, you may destroy an item you control. A cog, obviously. If you do, it gets +1 defense. If a golden cog, make a golden cog and repeat this. Oh, that's neat. Oh, make a gold token and repeat this. I see.
So-
I see.
It's pretty cool. It's a good way for me to generate gold.
I think that I'm just supposed to be down. You're expensive. I think it's just 0 to 60. Funny enough, is it make? Do I? You put it on the bottom of your deck? Yeah, get that out of here.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'm gonna play a third Lost in Thought, pitching this pummel. Yeah, the craziest terrible turn of all time. I guess I will. Yeah, it was triple Lost in Thought into blue pummel. The tech that I'm trying.
That is a hand of flesh and blood cards, sir.
Like, let me try and hit you, dude. But you can have your 2 ponder tokens, I guess.
All right,
yeah, I don't
let's
care
see what we
bottom.
rip
Whatever.
into. All right. We're cooking with some cheese now, boys. Are we pitching this? I suppose. I mean, yeah, we can use heart. So drawing into cog in the machine is absolutely insane.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So we get to crank. I think we're just going to go ahead and crank both of these so that we can draw. I don't know if I'm super interested in trying to put this on the bottom of my deck. I think with the cards in our hand, we want to be able to keep this. So I think we're going to go ahead and just draw an extra card here and see what comes off the top. This is actually a great setup card for next turn.
The same time you crank each turn, draw a card. Love it, love it, love it. I was unsure what Puffin did. Perfect.
Yeah, so the second time I crank, I get the draw card, which is pretty neat. I don't know if arsenaling this is really the best play to make. So I think we actually just get to play the Copper Cog. And since we have, this is our third Cog token in play, we actually don't need to crank this because we gained an action point from the Cog in the machine. And then we get to throw Palantir Aeronaut. So this is coming in for 6, and then I can buff this 3 times. The third time I buff it, I get to destroy a card that is defending this, and you must defend it with an equipment you control. This card's insane.
Yeah, it feels kind of good. That seems
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Your Lost in Thoughts might have drawn me into the absolute nuts, brother.
Yeah, that's all right. You know, I'm glad somebody had a good time at my turn. I don't want to use this. I will pass. And I would like to block with this. What does this mean? Chainlink must be defended with equipment. Oh, this doesn't have any defense. Ah, I see.
Yeah. So I basically get to blow up your Halo, or I get to blow up your Footsteps here.
Well, I can respond with it while it's in the link, right?
You can, yes. When the third one goes on the stack to resolve, you can respond by using Halo if you'd like.
Yeah. Yeah, this is
fun. Felix, I have Ponder tokens because Tam played 2 copies of Lost in Thought during his opening turn. Tam drew possibly the worst hand I've ever seen in my life.
Say thank you.
So
say thank you as a gift from me.
So we're going to activate the Aeronaut once. Then we're going to activate the Aeronaut a second time.
Yeah.
And now on the third one, if this resolves, I can blow up the halo, but Tam can also activate it in response if he'd like to.
Yeah, I think I'm going to just because I deserve it, really. So I'm going to do... Let's pitch here.
Okay.
And then...
Yo, Void Control, UVS. Thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. I appreciate that a whole bunch.
And then choose a
Court
card
Prime,
from
to answer
hand
your
if
question.
the- Go, you're good, you're good, you're good.
Oh, sorry, I didn't want to cut you off. So
good.
Court Prime asked, Fab is in a good place to restart. I think Flesh and Blood is in a fantastic spot. The meta's in a very good spot. Hopefully they're about to make some bans to Gravy Bones. But yes, I think the meta's in a very good place. How did Fab and Monarch Unlimited drop? Randomly walked into a game store when COVID was letting up and saw a poster of Dory and thought she looked cool and been playing ever since. That's a really cool story, dude. Wargley, that's awesome, man. Walked into a store, saw a poster of Dory, thought she looked cool, and been playing ever since.
The
What a fun
marketing's
story.
working. It's
Dude,
working.
exactly. Right? Exactly.
Yeah, I guess this is all acceptable. I'll just take it on the chin. It's 40 to 24.
I was like, yeah, the fact that you start 8 life down for me is pretty good for me.
That's all right. We'll make it up on the back end.
A good expansion slot for Prism. You just got the Herald of the Red thing, whatever it's called. I can't remember what that card's called off the top of my head, but you just got that thing. What do you mean you want another one?
Sackum or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Yeah, I think it is here. Toss here. And then any poppers?
So we would have to have a 7 popper here, which is not looking great for us. We drew into another cog, which is pretty good. I think the plan is going to be to block 7 here, just kind of giving up some equipment here, and force Tam to have the Angelic Wrath. Since the Triumph is already in play, we're not super worried about like, getting blown out or anything. But I think this hand's gonna. I think this is okay. As long as there's no Angelic Wrath here, we're gonna be in a pretty good spot.
No, I think that I'm okay. And then it had go again, but we'll go ahead and break the chain. And then just be good on the arsenal. I think this is okay.
Okay. Mark said, I need more Prism cards, please. That's so funny. All right, so we'll start by playing Copper Cog. Or I'm sorry, by playing Cog in the machine, pitching Copper Cog.
Yeah.
This is, we're going to crank both of these. We are going to tap 1 to put this on the bottom because we don't have any Cogs Matter cards in our hand. We'll draw off of Puffin. Immediately regret my decision to put that on the bottom of the deck. Cool, 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 cool. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
We've done it.
I think this is worth unicycling, even though we haven't blocked with this yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to attack for 4, and we're going to boost this. So now this is going to be 4 go again.
4 go again.
Mm-hmm.
So we can pass. And then I think we just block here for 3 and be chill.
So after we make this play, we're going to break the combat chain. We're going to activate Tekla Foundry Heart.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be another Palantir Aeronaut.
Sure, dude.
Just rip this off the top, dude. It was
Yeah.
absolutely juiced.
Easy. It's simple even. And then you get to do it again another 3, and I have to block with a thing. So you're just getting my footsteps?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, man. And you are down to play games after this?
Yeah, for sure. I was
Hell
like, dude,
yeah.
I was like, yeah. Yeah, I was like, dude, I'm just, like, I'm playing games till about 10. I was like, I got to record something at 10:30, but, like, until then, yeah, dude, I'm just chilling,
So
man.
funny. No, I choose not to pay 1 for the Phantasmal Footsteps. I'm not going to pay for something that gets broken. Here you go,
All right,
damn.
so we're going to go ahead and activate Aeronaut. We're going to activate Aeronaut again. And then because I made the greedy play of... I mean, I guess the not greedy play, more like my lack of understanding in this matchup. I have to use Unicycle to be able to destroy the footsteps here. But this does come in for 9.
9's great.
We will close the combat chain. No reason to do anything else. We're out of resources. We're going to Arsenal this card in our hand, and then we'll set up for the following turn and see what we rip into.
Okay.
I guess technically I didn't have to unicycle. Plow or Footsteps gets broken anyway because of its own text. Some interesting things for me to think about here. I guess because it went up to 8, it's technically defending an attack with power greater than 6. So it would have broken automatically. Yeah, I hadn't considered that. Thank you for pointing that out, Kafrika. Hey, Jay, that's awesome you got battered to a Pulpus, man. What M's are you missing? If there's anything I can help you find, like for wanting to play Pleiades, let me know.
I think I wasn't allowed to block with that card. I think I'm missing a resource.
We can go back to my turn if you want.
You're good. You're good. It was a miscalculation, not like anything else.
Well, no, I mean that's okay too.
Yeah.
We can circle back to like my turn. It doesn't bother me, man.
You know what? Let's get learned. At least I'll look good when I die. Yeah. We'll pass.
All right. Well, we had planned on blocking a little bit more.
Sorry.
But our
Sorry, my
hand...
bad, dude.
No, you're fine, dude. You're fine.
sorry that you didn't get to play the game. That sucks.
I think me not having to block is something I'm not going to complain about. Oh man, that's too funny. All right, so I think we're going to start by playing Cogworks Workshop.
Dope.
We are going to crank. We're going to put a counter on both of our cogs. Because Halo is off the board, we can activate Polycranka.
Action banishes. Return it. I'll just pass and read it after you're doing your stuff.
So we will crank the Polycranka, which
so
means
it
we'll
gives you
draw
an
a
extra
card.
point?
Well, this doesn't have go again, so I just maintain my action point, but that's the second time I've
perfect.
cranked this turn, so I get to draw a card off of.
I love it.
So we're gonna start with 4 go again.
Yeah, this is chill.
So this is 4 go again. And then we have Stoop Up, which is also 4 go again because we destroyed 2 cogs at the beginning of the turn.
Yeah, that's cool. Sure. Yeah.
Drawing 2 aeronauts in the first 4 turns of the game.